my hometown, Edison, New Jersey, and it's great to be here. Get into the posing aspect. What's really important, believe it or not, in bodybuilding, to win a show, if you just know at least the mandatory poses, you could win a show in doing those poses properly. You know, after that is like your posing routine, which you should have a good posing routine for presentation, but what is it, 2/3 of the contest is based on mandatories. We're gonna get some guys who wanna come up. What's your name again? Sean. We're gonna have Sean come up to demonstrate. There's 2 rounds. The first round we're gonna do is the quarter turn relaxed. Now, of course, you want to stand relaxed, but as you stand relaxed, of course, he's flexed. As you can see, he's flexing his thighs, flexing his calves. I mean, you're not going to stand relaxed with your belly out, you know, when relaxed. There's a relaxed pose is really not relaxed. They're going to say quarter turn to your right. So as you can see, I don't even have to help this guy on what he's doing on the quarter turns. What he just said is, just by pointing his toe in slightly, he brought his hamstrings out more. Quarter turn to your right. Of course, in this pose, he's showing off his back. He's flexing everything from, you should be flexing from your toes all the way up to your neck. Quarter turn to your right. Same thing, slightly put this toe in. Flex your hamstring, and like I said, he's showing his side, thickness in his chest. He's keeping his gut in the whole time, so that he looks, you know, symmetrical. Quarter turn to your right, facing front. Again, he's flaring out his lats. He's keeping his stomach in, and I got to tell you, see, he wanted to relax. When you're on stage, you're up there for 45 minutes, and you're like that the whole time. If you relax, what are you doing? You're letting the judges see you in an unflattering way. And you don't want that. You want to look like a statue on stage. This is where it takes practice. Holding these poses, you want to do this months before, holding the poses as long as you can. I start with 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20. I've been able to hold mandatories. You should be able to stay there for like 5 minutes in those poses. He's flexing right now. That actually, if you're not used to that, you start shaking. That hurt. He's in pretty good shape, he's doing it. Let's do the front double bicep. You can do different variations of this. Some guys, people go to the side if they have thick waists. They can't do the movement.
He's going straight now.
Because he's got a small waist, he's got a good flare in his back, really good arms.
Yeah, good sweep on the thighs.
Relax. Holding poses, good. Stay relaxed. I gotta tell you, this kid's in good condition for keeping the poses like this for a while. Okay, we're gonna do side chest. What do you think? Recommended. He's kind of scrunched up. You want to go back. Bring up, yeah, that's it. Go back. You see the difference? He just opened up his chest. He looks much thicker in that stance. And this is one of the movements, or one of the poses I see done incorrectly because they scrunch up. You gotta really bring it back when you're doing that.
You want to open up. You want to show your
Open the rib cage. Just like bring it back, come boom. That's it. That's it. Bring it back. Bring it back. That's it. Bring it. Exactly.
Stretch that knee that way.
Stretch your knee. Look how big his hamstring looks now. Relax. Side tricep. Now he's moving to the other side. You can do the same side. You want to do your best side on the side tricep. Great.
There you go.
Yeah.
Twist.
Twist your body. What he's trying to do is he's making an illusion of making you look thicker by twisting your body. By going straight on, you look narrow.
Yeah, you want to show width. When he's straight to the side, there's no depth there. You know, you want to twist your body, open your shoulders up, and create that illusion of having a wide frame.
We're gonna do abdominals and thighs. This is the last pose. We're gonna go to back double bicep, but same thing here. Just crunching down on his abs. You may want to come up a little higher.
Lift your torso up.
Lift your torso up.
Keep your head up.
That's it. Now come down. Now come down. That's it. That's it. Relax. Turn around to the back. He's going to do the back double bicep.
A lot of guys hold their legs differently in this shot.
He's doing well. Now, I recommend, you understand now, judges are looking at you from down. You want to do is you actually want to twist. Twisting it almost uncomfortably. And what you're doing now, it's bringing out his biceps. And it's actually, when you do it right, it actually brings out your Christmas tree. See, now he's flexing. But you see, by just slightly bending back, he's actually showing off more of his biceps, his back, and tighten and keeping tighter. Relax. See, he's very easy to work with because he knows what he's doing. Okay, next pose, most muscular. Now, believe it or not, just knowing these poses, you can win a show if doing them really good. Of course, you want to do a routine, and if you're at a beginning stage, what you want to do is just use those mandatories and then use filler poses in between if it's your first show. And learning how to transition from one pose to the other. It's flowing from pose to pose. I mean, the way I learned it actually was, like I said, reading magazines. I mean, what's really good now is you got the internet, you got DVDs, you can watch pros, even national competitors pose and look at their transitions and take those transitions and putting them onto your own routine. You did great. Good.
Good job.
What I thought about the Dragons Den today is that it was a real helpful experience for myself and anybody else who's thinking about competing possibly, or any sport for that matter.
You have to make sure that you've got proper form and that you warm up properly.
As Joe said, this is the Q&A part of the seminar. You guys got to see posing, chest training, back training, leg training, but there's a lot more to off-season training. This is going to be questions just for off-season training. Anything you want to ask from dieting, we didn't hit arms, we didn't hit shoulders, so you want to ask many questions with that. How to put routines together for off-season. You know, we have different athletes with different variations on how they train, and they're going to give their tips on what they do to get big in the off-season.
Quality calories, quality gains. So I eat very clean in the off-season. Fundamentally, everybody can put weight on, but what you eat, resembles what you're going to look like in a sense. So excuse the language, but eat shit, look like shit. Eat quality calories, good, clean, gain quality gains. So basically, my off-season, I eat really clean. I do have cheat days, and I think cheat days are very beneficial, but only if you eat fundamentally clean 90-95% of the time.
You have to pay attention to what you're doing on a daily basis, okay? And you have to pay attention to how much food you're taking in, how much activity you're doing, and you can gauge everything and you can adjust your program according to the results that you're achieving.
You grow while you rest. Just remember that. Like I said, I've been in the gym and watching guys do curls every day, thinking they're going to get their arms bigger. You're not going to get your arms bigger. You got to rest them. That's why I said, in my day, I would train twice a week body parts. These guys are doing body parts once a week, and maybe sometimes twice a week on certain body parts. But that's what happens. You learn the progression of training. The science gets better. We find out that there's more recuperation. If you go back further, people used to train just 3 days a week back during Steve Reeves' time. So everything changes. A lot of the injuries that occurred earlier in my career is because I didn't warm up enough, I didn't stretch enough, and later on I learned from getting those nagging injuries, to stretch the muscle. Really important, using lighter weights, slowly warming up that weight before you get into heavier weights that you're using. You don't want to just go into the gym and boom, cold. I mean, that's what's going to cause those injuries. So proper movement, proper form is really important. These guys went through a lot of the movements, and proper form is what's key in preventing injuries. I want to thank you for the Q&A, and we're going to get into the other part of our seminar here, our Dragon's Den, and that's the Super Pump Challenge.